The duplicate keys in my mailbox. On a Tuesday, my mailbox held a plain envelope, no return address, my name, apartment number, and inside a set of keys. My keys. Or close enough to make my hands sweat. Same style tag. Same worn edge on the house key. Except the little brass mail key had a tiny nick, mine didn't. Close, not identical. I asked the super. He shrugged. Maybe a neighbor found them and made a copy. You know, casual felony. I changed the cylinder on my door. 10 minutes. 2 screws. The hardware guy said, lots of folks do it after a breakup. I said, it's Tuesday. He laughed like that was a reason. That night, I put a motion sensor inside the doorframe, cheap, battery, phone alert. I slept badly anyway. At 3:14 a.m., my phone buzzed, front door opened. Then, front door closed. I didn't hear anything. I didn't see anything. I checked the peephole. Empty hall. I looked at the alert details. Time, duration, 2 seconds. Like someone tested a key, met resistance, and left. I sat on the floor with my back against the door until sunrise. Next day, I asked the building manager to check the lobby camera. He said they only keep footage 24 hours. We pulled the time. A shape with a hoodie, head down, in and out. Not helpful. Helpful enough. I filed a police report. The officer said, keep logging. So I did. I put a tiny wedge of tape on the top corner of the door, old trick, so if it opens, the tape wrinkles. I set up a second motion sensor in the entryway. I asked the postman to hold my mail for a week. Night 2, nothing. Night 3, 3:11 a.m., front door opened. Tape, wrinkled. Entryway sensor, silent. Whoever it was didn't step inside. I couldn't solve motive. So I solved access. I talked to the locksmith who does our building. He said some older units share keyways if a landlord reuses cylinders. Cheaper, he said. Dumber too, I said. We walked floor to floor and tested. For apartments, including mine, had compatible cylinders. If you've got the right blank in a file, you can fake a fit. Ask me how I know. I watched a YouTube video at 2 a.m. like a normal person. I paid to rekey my door to a restricted keyway, no kiosk can copy it. Then, because I'm petty and tired, I asked the landlord to update the other 3 at his expense. He said that sounded excessive. I forwarded the police report and the lobby still of the 3:14 a.m. hoodie. He scheduled the locksmith for Thursday. The keys never appeared again. The motion sensor stopped buzzing. I started sleeping. A week later, an envelope showed up in my mailbox, same handwriting. Inside, a note, wrong door. Sorry. No signature. Just the nicked brass key. I changed the mailbox lock too. It cost 400 Indian rupees. Peace of mind was extra. Worth every rupee.